Here, Juicy, as we're moving on to our best of 3. So guys, Surgical Goblin going up against TAA. This is a 1v1 best of 3, and there you go, QR code on the screen for those that maybe are a little slow on the draw.
And I know some of you guys might be here for those lucky drops, but let's be real. What the real ones in the chat are here for is this gameplay. We have log bait mirror matchup. TAA versus Surgical Goblin Retro Royale. This is about to be insane, Andrew.
Yeah, I love to see this. And Juicy, this, I mean, it might be, this is actually something I was really good at in 2017, was miscalling decks. TAA maybe, you think TAA here is running Big Spell and then Surgical's running No Spell because we see the Dark Goblin?
I think that's right. I think usually when I see Princess and Dark Gob in the same deck, I don't expect a Big Spell. Yeah, I'm assuming Surgical's last card would be a building. And then,
oh wow,
okay,
it is a building of sorts.
Yeah, we do have a cannon card instead of the normal cannon. I kind of like that. I think that's going to give him maybe a slight edge in this matchup. It's just going to make it so that he has one more card that you have to worry about on offense.
And Dark Goblin going to meet the Princess up here. Knight to block.
Gotcha.
And
nice defense. Nice ghost as well for the Princess. But the Princess first attack speed rework kind of allows that one hit there. That was actually pretty insane.
25-30 to 28-83. Surgical Goblin in the lead just by a bit, but looking pretty clear to us watching that that is a most likely a Lightning as the last card here for TAA. So Surgical Goblin is technically in the lead, but not if you count spell power.
Yeah, a Lightning Rocket. I mean, who knows what this last card can be. I mean, it's going to come down to some solid defense from TAA. I mean, I believe this is the same deck that he played in his first match.
Yeah.
He did lose just barely versus Ruben with that Golem deck, but in this situation, Surgical doesn't have that breakthrough power once he gets a triple.
Nice job here by Surgical, just doing what he can to not use logs against barrels. We've heard that so many times over the years. When you're in these bait mirror matchups, what you really want is to have that log for anything other than the barrel, whether it's a Dark Goblin, whether it's a Princess, whether it's Goblin Gang, maybe piled up around your opponent's Princess Tower. And good damage there from Surgical on both sides, Juicy. 22-22 and 24-10, the two lowest towers on the board, both belong to TAA.
I'm so glad you said that. I don't know why. I never kind of really, like, thought about that, but it's very similar in Splash Art as well. You don't want to use your poison on defense versus the graveyard. You want to find ways to defend so you can counter push and use your poison offense. And I never registered in my mind that would be similar in Log Bait, but that's exactly what Surgical's doing. I mean, speaking of, like, kind of the boomer playlist here, I mean, Surgical was the greatest of all time before Muhammad Light kind of took that scene, and he was always been really known for log bait, so I love to see him playing this deck.
Yeah, I mean, you took all the words out of my mouth there. Surgical playing Comfort, doing it, you know, here against one of the best Zoomers in the game. Also taught a really good log bait player. And yeah, Surgical was always just a guy. Him and Morton were just so well known for their small interactions. Although Surgical getting outcycled there by TAA. Princess gets on tower as well. Now Princess just a little bit early gets on top of the cannon. Cannon to catch again. 17-48, 24-10, and Surgical Goblin just slipping a little bit there mentally.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how quickly things can shift. We have Surgical trying to take back the advantage, but the cannon card is not going to be able to make it to the tower, even with the Goblin push. Princess cleaning up decent on defense. There's only 30 seconds left, though.
And one Goblin gets through. Goblins to the front of the tower there. Royal Ghost can only hit 2 at most. Now you see Surgical with a little bit of frustration on his face, recognizing this is slipping. 21-67, 16-28. Log comes out defensively for Surgical. Tries to get a big push here on the right-hand side. Those cannons putting in work for TAA.
Barrel through, but the Log's a cycle. Gang trying to break through on the left with the Princess as well, but the Princess and the cannon defensively for TAA is going to get the job done. Surgical calls the good game. He doesn't have a big spell. TAA with the classic sip of the water after taking the victory.
That's right. His calling card-ish matchup, things can get really tough. You know, if things slip just a little bit, you know, just a hair in the beginning. I mean, I'm so used to this in Hog EQ matches because the Hog EQ is a deck that I also run a lot. You know, if you miss one of those buildings early on, yes, you can come back from it, but it can just be a horrible uphill battle. And the Surgical Goblin having to reset immediately. Remember, guys, this is a best of 3, 1 point being given out here to the respective winning team. And it's kind of an interesting minor there.
Yeah, is this, I mean, well, I know that Surgical's running some Giant here, but it kind of looks like Pompeo Balloon, yeah, from TAA, which is really interesting. Also, I'm very surprised it's the first time we're seeing Giant. I think Giant's got to be the most popular kind of Retro Royale deck right now, but I really like TAA's kind of, what would be the right word, the response to that, I guess. I mean, look, Surgical Goblin, he just calls the good game, because this deck only has Megamine for air defense, but TAA has the Inferno Drag, the Megamine, and the Balloon for offense, and look at that.
A beautiful start here for TAA. The double zap coming out, one defensively early, then late from TAA. And Juicy, I mean, you pretty much called it from the beginning, saying that this is going to be a Balloon deck. You know, Surgical has a lot of elixir off the left-hand side. Mega Minion, the only great defense. No building, no NATO. Lightning on defense. TAA does exactly what you have to do when you see your opponent overspend. Not only was Surgical already bled dry, then he goes for the negative elixir trade. Lightning against the Balloon after the damage comes in. GG, well played, and good luck, as Surgical Goblin used to say.
Yeah, but this is why I love Surgical. Look, his face expression has not changed. He still has a mission to do. He's not giving up. He's going to go all in. Here comes arrows on the Tombstone. He needs to play Zap on that Inferno Drag. Miner coming out on defense from TAA. Giant does get the tower, but that Inferno Drag is a menace. The Zap or the Lightning can always stun that Inferno Drag, but it will never fully take it out.
Yeah, and just having the Mega Minion to get on those air cars, and then what? You're supposed to go Lightning plus arrows to take out the Inferno Drag. You spend 9 elixir on 4, and then hope that you get something else. And of course, these Tombstones, absolutely devastating. I mean, the map control, there's so many skeletons, there's so many Inferno Dragons on the board, and 2705. Dark Princess is going to get a charge here. 2209, and that's pretty much going to be all she wrote, is Surgical goes sellout push on the right-hand side, Inferno to kite. And that is going to be a very, very quick best of 3 here for the Zoomers. TAA, 2 up, 2 down very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, not only the Furnace, but I'm also very, like, I don't know, kind of confused.